Today, I will tell you about our defense responses to danger, our fight, our flight, and our freeze response. In the animal kingdom, in order to survive, animals have defense responses that they use to guarantee their survival. This reaction is the automatic response when danger is perceived. For example, when feeling threatened, a lion will fight, a deer take flee, and a bunny or a rabbit will freeze. All this to guarantee their survival. But as human beings, we also have these defense reactions. When we are in danger or we feel threatened, or when we feel vulnerable, some will fight, others will flee, and there are others who will freeze. Just like the lion, there are some people whose reaction is to fight. And like the deer, some will flee. Others will freeze just like the rabbit. Let's take a look at the person whose response is to fight. This person will argue, get verbally aggressive, uses sarcasm, and can have an emotional reaction. They can react impulsive, offensive, and defensive. The aggressive response, the sarcasm, the emotional reaction, the impulsive, offensive, and defensive behavior, when you have one or more of these together, they can increase violence, frustration, and self-blame. At the same time, it decreases productivity, damages the teamwork, and damages relationships. Now, the person who flees. The flee response is characterized by walking away and absence. For example, by calling in sick, absenteeism, and presenteeism. Another form of flee is by using denial, staying away from others, isolate oneself, and avoidance. For example, by using alcohol or drugs. When people distance themselves from others, uses denial, isolates themselves, or avoids, this all can have a significant impact on the group or teamwork. It can also increase costs. There may be additional costs for planning, absenteeism, and presenteeism, and it can increase frustration. It also decreases productivity and has a bad influence on the group or team. And now, let's take a look at the freeze response. The person who freezes, just like the rabbit, is the person who reacts by paralyzing and becoming immobile. They get difficulty rationalizing, difficulty concentrating, and they will have difficulty with their focus and multitasking. Sometimes they wish they were invisible. The consequences are that tasks will not be completed and there will be an increase in ineffectiveness. It can also have a very negative influence on the group or team and can lead to a decrease in productivity. It also damages the relationships and communication. Now, let's stop and think for a moment, because when we feel like we are in danger, we don't make good decisions. When we panic, our reactions can be dysfunctional, as we have already seen. Our feelings are amplified. We feel vulnerable or helpless. It's important that we stop and think for a moment. Our automatic responses when we want to defend ourselves, when we feel vulnerable or in danger, prevents us from having a strong leadership. It's very important to reflect on our responses so we can react with more compassion. We have to be aware on the way we give instructions and communicate with others. Being flexible is a must in these times. Let's focus on the things we have control of and let go of the things we cannot. This way, we can regain some sense of control back. People derive a healthy sense of order and efficacy when gently but decisively steered away from reactive decisions toward routine, concrete, productive tasks. Doing so communicates an expectation of recovery that empowers and is likely to be internalized by them. Let's be more decisive, compassionate, and kind. We can do it. Let's go for it.